This recording is provided to try and help you get a good start with the NetBeans IDE that we'll be working in for Java Programming 1. I'm assuming you've looked at the practical work for the week 1 and that you've completed question 1. So this is the start of question 2, where we're asked to create a new Java project in the NetBeans IDE. So we'll start NetBeans. So if you're at home, you'll start from your Windows if you've got a Windows PC or your Mac. And obviously in the labs, it's slightly different startup on the Linux machine, but we've got the instructions there in part A. So I'm just going to double click NetBeans IDE to get it started. What you might get on the first run is the startup screen where you've got a lot of blue writing and it's got My NetBeans and recent projects. If you don't want that, just uncheck the show on startup box, and then next time you start up you won't get one. And I think after the next thing we're asked to do in part B is to create a new project. So we're going to say File, New Project. And for now, all the work you do, all the separate exercises and programs that you develop, you'll be creating a new project for. Some work you'll be building within the same project, but it'll be clear when you need to start a new one. So we're going to create a project. Make sure you've got Java checked, highlighted, and Java application, and then click Next. And now on this screen, we need to give our project a name. So we're going to call this one Welcome. I'm going to call mine Welcome 2 because I've already been through this a few times. And then we've got to make sure our project location is where we want it to be, not the default from NetBeans. So you'll click on Browse and you'll browse through until you get to your week 1 for your JPR that you've just created in question 1. And then you click on Open. Make sure you've got Create Main Class ticked. You don't need to know why for now, we'll just do that. And then you're going to click on Finish. When you've finished, NetBeans then produces the basic structure for you to use for your first program. So you can see we've got 3 different windows. This navigation panel will be using when the code's more complex and longer. We can get about our code more easily. This is the projects window here, where this is the actual project file you've created, the first .java file. So all your code that you write ends up as a .java now. And in here, this is the actual source code. This is the code, the program code that we're going to write. And what we need to do is in question 3 of part A, we're asked to copy the program over into our source code. And it's saying update the code that you have to match what you're given there. So it's best, you can type it all in, and I think that's quite a good way of learning the structure of the environment, or you can just paste it in. So copy and paste it in if you need to. Okay. Obviously I need to get rid of that because I've got a Welcome 2 and the main needs to be called Welcome 2. Yours should just be the same, so it should be okay. And what we've actually done here is ask for this line. So anything in double quotes here is called a string, and a string is 1 or more words. So Welcome to Java Programming is what we're saying to print out. We're saying print ln. So print, and we're asking it to print it on this normal output, which in this case would be this output window down here. So in order to make that happen, we're going to have to run our code. So we go run project, and you can see it compiles successfully, and we have the output string here. And that's basically the command you're using. You've got your run and run project. You can start to use these features as you get more comfortable with the environment. So I want you to use this as a starting point, and you get started on question 5 part B and see how you get on in the tutorial. Make sure you're asking your tutor for help when you need it, and then we can help you get a really good start on the module. Okay, bye.